Husband prioritized his social life over his wife and neglected her and their newborn, causing her to confront him publicly and lead to a damaged reputation. I've been with my husband for 7 years and it honestly kills me to walk away because outside of this issue, he is fantastic. He takes care of me, loves me, makes sure I'm taken care of, etc. and I love him more than anything. But this issue has been happening for the past year and it's basically ruined my reputation among everyone. Last year he started working for a small business and is one of 12 employees. Up until this point, he didn't have many friends. So his social life was heavily stunted and he craved interaction. So when he started working for this company and was immediately included in everything, he soaked it in. He was being invited to dinner, parties, boat trips, fires, etc. within the first week of working there. By a month in, he was hanging out with these guys nearly every day after he got off work. He started drinking a lot more because all of these men drink like a fish and he is an individual who cracks under peer pressure and is a follower by nature. He told me several times that he felt like he couldn't say no. It started causing a lot of fights, because I was pregnant when this began and I felt so pushed to the side and forgotten about. He started coming home from 9 p.m. He was off work at 4:30 p.m. A few times having stayed out until 5 o'clock in the morning. I started shutting down because I was tired of repeating myself and expressing my needs, just to have him do whatever his friends wanted anyways. After I gave birth to our daughter, he got better for a while. He stopped going out. I think by the time the baby was 3 months old, he had only gone out once. But after that, he fell right back into old patterns and didn't even tell me when he was leaving anymore. I would think he was home but he had left to go riding four-wheelers with his buddies or to a party down the street. So, a month ago I went psycho. I walked over to the window just as he was taking off on his four-wheeler and watched him pull into our neighbor's yard, a big party spot. I walked down there with the baby and lost my shit on him in front of everyone there and told him I was leaving because he was inconsiderate and neglectful and I was tired of repeating myself. Everyone just sat there staring at me, completely silent. I have never been so embarrassed in my life. I shouldn't have gone up there at all but in that moment I just didn't even think about it. Now I regret it. But anyways, he literally looks at me and doesn't say anything. Comes home 30 minutes later and goes to sleep on the floor. He stopped going out after that. But I started noticing that everyone was treating me like crap. If I spoke to anyone, they would just look at me and walk away or they would avoid me altogether. It became very awkward and I stopped going outside at all and started isolating. Well, I overheard my husband on the phone last night saying, "I know man, I wish I could come but Hannah won't let me." Followed by I know, it's bullshit. I asked him who he was talking to. He hangs up. I asked to see his phone and he kept asking why but eventually gave it to me. There were tens of texts to his buddies blaming me for him not going out. Saying Hannah won't let me or Hannah said no or I can't fucking do anything because Lord forbid I get time to myself after busting my ass to keep a roof over her head. He had not asked me one single time if I minded if he went out. So he just told them no and blamed me without even running it by me. This is not who my husband was before he got tied in with this group of coworkers. I just start packing up me and my daughter. He was following me around the house, begging, crying, telling me not to leave, apologizing. Before I left I said I've sat by and dealt with being chose second to a bunch of people who would never choose you first and you still blamed me and mad. Me look like the one in the wrong. Now you can live the life you want without me controlling you. I am at my mother's and have told him not to contact me unless it's about our child. My best friend is telling me I need to work it out because my husband is truly a great guy and I know this isn't him. But I can't trust him anymore. Ida?